This over here is LG's 32-inch smart monitor. It's called the LG 32SR85U, and I recently picked this up because I just changed jobs actually, and that's going to be a different video. You'd want to stay tuned for this one. I wanted to have a 32-inch monitor in my office. So a couple of years ago, I did a review of the other 32-inch LG monitor, LG Ultrafine U880N Ergo, which is a great monitor. I've been using it for the last 2 years, and it's absolutely fantastic. And when I went to my new office, I really missed my 32-inch monitor, so I decided to pick this guy up. This is the latest version of the same monitor, but it's got a couple of major improvements in it. So this is a smart monitor, meaning that it's got its own CPU inside it, which allows it to run applications and LG OS directly from your smart monitor. So you don't really even have to plug this monitor into a computer. It actually works like a smart TV, and you can connect a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to this thing and use it with its own operating system, which allows you to have a hands-free TV-like experience. So essentially, this is a smart TV and monitor all in one. In terms of specs, this thing is pretty great. 32 inches screen size with 4K resolution. It's got 95% of DCP-IP color gamut, so color accuracy for me is really important. I do these videos, I do a lot of video editing. I want my colors to be accurate on screen. It's got 3 USB-C ports at the back, as well as 2 HDMI input. You could connect 2 game consoles to this thing, as well as your computer or USB-C, so it's got enough inputs as well. The monitor also comes with a 1080p webcam on top. This is magnetically attached, so you can just pull this off and you don't require it. And it's adjustable as well. It's a very satisfying feeling when the magnets click in place. But the quality is pretty decent. It's a legitimate camera up here. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it does the job. And it's tilt adjustable as well. Now this monitor goes up to 400 nits of brightness and supports HDR content as well. So it's slightly better than the Ergo Ultrafine, which I have over here, which goes up to 350 nits. In the box, you get power cables, an HDMI cable, the integrated webcam, the stand, and a USB-C to USB-A port, because this monitor only has 3 USB-C ports at the back. Now, I wish they had a couple of USB-A ports, but to counter that, they've kind of provided this USB-C to USB-A dongle in there. But I would have liked to see a couple of USB-A ports in this. The stand is height and tilt adjustable. So it's got a pretty decent viewing angle. You can get pretty good ergonomics on this thing. I do like the design of it as well. It's got a white aesthetic to it. It's got a pretty heavy metal-based stand, along with this really slim bezel design. It's got a bit of a chin and a space for the IR sensor, because this monitor also comes with a remote, which has some handy functionality to switch directly into the different apps and switch sources. It supports 90-watt power delivery. That means it can power your MacBook Pro and charge it and keep it charged continuously. It also supports 4K image as well as USB-C dock functionality at 3.0 speeds. So that's the advantage of having the couple of USB-C ports in the back. All of them are high-speed ports. Now, in terms of image quality, I feel like this monitor is very similar to my previous LG monitor. So I'm going to leave a link to my previous video over there. And one of the cool things about this monitor is that it even supports the Ergo stand, which came with my previous monitor. So you can actually buy that separately and connect it to this and have the full Ergo setup that we had in the previous monitor as well. Since this monitor is very similar to the previous monitor I had, I'm not going to go deep into the specs or the image quality, but yeah, it looks fantastic. It looks very color accurate when I'm looking at things across my 2 displays over here. Color accuracy seems on point. So it's a fantastic monitor to use for productivity, especially if you have something like a MacBook or a Windows PC with USB-C. Now, I honestly think the 32-inch size is the size to go for if you can afford it. You get so much extra screen real estate. You can open so many more apps at the same time, as well as you can turn this into a 6K resolution output, downscaling to 4K using a Mac. So this gives you the same screen real estate that the Pro XDR Apple display gives you. Now let's talk about the smart display. The control over here is really cool. It allows you to adjust volume, change channels, as well as go into LG OS and go through all the apps. Now, if you've ever used an LG TV, you'll find this layout very familiar. It's got all the popular apps like YouTube, Netflix, so on. So even if you don't have this connected to a computer, you can completely use this monitor as a second TV. So I think for people who kind of want to have one monitor slash TV in a room, this is a brilliant solution for that. I do find the operating system on this to be a little bit slow. I don't think it's got the best processor inside it. It works, it's usable, but it's not as snappy as I'm used to with something like the Apple TV. So this monitor also has this app called Home Office, which is quite cool because they have a bunch of apps, predefined apps over here that you can connect to for remote access. So they have Azure Virtual. If you guys don't know what that is, like, you can run a PC in the cloud and connect to it directly from here. So what you would have to connect a keyboard and mouse via Bluetooth to this thing, and then you'd be able to remote into your PC virtually over the cloud. You've got Chrome remote access as well as all the Office 365 apps and the Google all available, along with some Meta apps over here too. So there's a pretty comprehensive list of apps if you want to get some basic work done on the monitor. I'm not sure how many people would use this functionality if they have a laptop with them, but the idea in concept is cool that you don't really need any other PC connected to this monitor to really use it. You could remote into an Azure virtual cloud and just have all your PC requirements done over there. There's Dolby Atmos on this set of headphones. So this monitor does have speakers inside it, but the speakers don't sound so great. They sound pretty tinny. I wouldn't advise using this as your primary speaker. It does have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in, so you can connect a nice Bluetooth speaker to this and it'll output it directly from your monitor. Another cool thing about this monitor is that it does have AirPlay support. So you can actually connect your phone or MacBook to this via AirPlay, and it gives you easy mirroring capabilities. Those are the kind of features that make this a smart monitor. In conclusion, I think that this is a great monitor to pick up, mostly due to the aesthetics of it. It looks really nice. It's got all the smart features inbuilt. It's about $100 cheaper than what I paid for my UN880 Ergo monitor a couple of years ago. It's got better specifications than that one in terms of brightness and HDR. It also has a 90-watt power delivery and a USB-C hub built in. So, overall, it's a great package, and especially for this price, what you're getting is a pretty good deal, considering that it has a 1080p integrated webcam as well. So it's pretty much an all-in-one solution. So if you guys have like a Mac Studio or a Mac Mini or one of these MacBooks, I think it's a great fit, even in terms of aesthetics and things, to have this on your desk at your home or your office. That's my review of the LG 32-inch smart monitor. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to watch more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.